The verse that I really liked about it was in Leviticus 10:10. Is because you see God do something like this and you go, man, that's a bit strong, isn't it? You know, that you got to kill somebody, you know, just because they started a fire you didn't tell them to start or whatever. And the thing is the verse that applies to is at Leviticus 10:10, and it says, you must distinguish between the holy and the common, between the unclean and the clean, and you must teach the Israelites all the decrees the Lord has given you through Moses. And what this reminded me of is that when you're going to follow Christ, you're going to do it on purpose. It's not something that's going to come on accident. Just by you attending church, showing up at youth group, or showing up at your midweek class, and you know, being around people who love Christ, it's not going to change for you. You have to be able to discern between the common and the holy, because that's how you know the difference, and that's how God knows the difference between you and everybody else, is because the holy is the set apart, and that's you. And I was thinking about it on my way here today. Is it amazes me the agreement that the Lord has entered us into. You know, like for some reason I likened it to going and buying a new car. Like, I show up to buy a new car, and I say, I'd like to buy this car, and they say, we're gonna have to pull your credit, and we're gonna have to look at your finances, and we're gonna look at your driving record, and it's terrible. They have no business giving me a car. And they say, you know what? You're qualified. We're gonna give you a brand new car, all the bells and whistles, everything. I'm like, oh, great. You know, how much is that gonna cost? And he says, nothing. It's free. I said, no financing or nothing? He says, no, it's yours. He says, but I got some rules. I want you to keep it clean, and I want you to drive it nice. I want people to look at it and say, where'd you get that car from? I want to know. And I say, well, you know, what if someone runs into me, you know? And he says, well, we'll fix that, no problem. I said, what if I break it on purpose? What if I crash it? And he says, well, I tell you what, don't try to fix it yourself. Don't take it to someone else to fix. Bring it back to me, and I'll fix it. But that car stays here, and that car will run forever because I gave it to you, and it's my gift to you. The car is salvation. The car is your relationship with Christ. It's free, and all you have to do is remember that he wants you to keep it clean, so people look at you and say, where'd you get that life from? I got it from Jesus. That's where I got it. And it's free to you, and you can use it, and it'll run forever for you, even when you wreck it or someone tries to take it from you. I'll fix it. Just bring it back to me. As long as you don't bring it somewhere else. Don't take it to your mom. Don't take it to your dad. Don't take it to your buddy. Don't take it to Oprah. Don't take it to Abby. Bring it back to me. I'll fix it because it's my car. And it just seems to be a huge deal to me when you're really trying to figure out where your brass tacks are of where your walk with Christ is. Can you look at your life and say, I am the difference between common and holy, because Jesus is the difference between common and holy, and I'm walking with God, and that's it. And that's what I got out of our reading this week, and it was in Leviticus 10:10.